There has been an historic exchange between the U.S. and Russia. 4 Americans wrongly imprisoned in Russia have now been released, and we are getting our first look at them as they head home. NBC 10's Eli Rosenberg is joining us live from Boston with new reaction. Eli.
And JC, those 4 are in the air right now, headed back to the United States. And for one woman, she's a Martha's Vineyard resident, this culminates years of trying to get her brother home.
Today we're bringing home Paul, Evan, also Vladimir.
Excitement, joy, and relief at the White House.
Now, their brutal ordeal is over, and they're free.
Martha's Vineyard resident Elizabeth Whelan, that's her to President Biden's right, and the families of 3 others detained in Russia, finally getting the news they thought they may never hear.
What an extraordinary family, what an extraordinary person Elizabeth is. The roller coaster they have been on, the birthdays they have lost, the Thanksgivings they didn't, and Christmases they didn't spend together.
The 4, including Whelan's brother Paul, and Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, released earlier today in the largest prison swap with Russia in post-Soviet history. The White House releasing this photo of Elizabeth Whelan and the other families talking with their loved ones from the Oval Office. And this one showing the 4 making their way back home.
It's so exciting. It's such a memorable day for the families, some of whom have waited literally years.
I think it's an example of a success story.
The James W. Foley Legacy Foundation has been working for years for moments like this. The foundation, named after Jim Foley, a journalist who was killed in 2014 after being captured while reporting during the Syrian civil war. Today's news, naturally bittersweet.
It's a reminder of what didn't happen. They're always tinged with a little bit of sense that there is that more work to be done.
And according to the president at the Oval Office earlier today, those 4 are headed to Joint Base Andrews. They're expected back here in the United States in just a couple hours. The president says he will be there, as will the family members, looking to finally embrace their loved ones, JC, after all of these years.
Can only imagine the emotion there. I know, Eli, you also learned there's another local connection in this prisoner exchange, but on the Russian side.
Yeah, this is an interesting local connection as well. A 42-year-old Russian businessman was actually convicted in federal court here in Boston back in September 2023. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, this Russian businessman was convicted as part of a $100 million hacking scheme that involved stealing confidential information from U.S. companies. And at the time of the swap today, he was serving a 9-year federal prison sentence. JC.
Eli, thank you. We will have much more on the prisoner exchange after primetime in Paris.